6:52 time for the morning sprint.
Day 3 of alert days today for potentially severe storms. Julian Seawright starts us off.
That's right. Severe storms and potentially some heat that will be pushing indices back into the triple digits for us once again. So it's going to be hot throughout much of our day. And then we have severe storms right behind it that we need to prepare for. Aside from that, though, folks, we have a heat advisory in effect for the highlighted areas until 8 p.m. this evening. And as you're planning out the course of the day, just know it's going to be pretty quiet until we get into the afternoon. As we reach into those lower 90s, thanks to that sun we're going to be seeing, it's going to be looking at some fuel for our storms that will be coming in later into this evening. Back to you guys.
Julian, thank you very much. There are a number of cooling centers across the community opening up this week. Madison College on Wright Street will be open until this afternoon. Middleton has several shelters open, including the police department and library. The municipal building and library in Portage both open, and to the west, Platteville City Hall is open from 8 until 4:30 today. In Rock County, Beloit's Library on Eclipse Boulevard is open as well.
Today, the Federal Reserve could announce its biggest interest rate hike since 1994. The U.S. Central Bank is using rate increases in hopes of taming inflation. If the Fed raises target rates by as much as 3/4 percentage point, the move would put even more pressure on Americans who rely on credit cards and take out home and car loans. After today's expected hike, the Fed will likely forecast additional ones through the end of the year.
A Wisconsin woman is serving 30 months in federal prison after pleading guilty to planning to distribute methamphetamine. According to the Department of Justice, Tanya Greenwood from North Freedom was sentenced yesterday. She will have to serve 5 years of supervised release following her prison sentence. According to authorities, she sold meth throughout Sauk County between January of 2019 and May of 2020.
Historic flooding is forcing officials at Yellowstone National Park to order all visitors to leave. Bridges and roads have been washed away. The raging river is chipping away at the riverbank. Some people had to be rescued from their homes by emergency crews because of the flooding. Drinking water there has also become unsafe.
Flag Day offering the chance for a double salute in Rock County this week. In Janesville, VFW Post 1621's Honor Guard led a flag-raising ceremony. It helped relocate and use 3 flagpoles from the former Janesville General Motors auto plant. The poles now stand outside of the Rock County Historical Society. The 3 flags that will fly there: the American flag, the Wisconsin state flag, and the City of Janesville flag.
Badger Volleyball announcing their Big Ten schedule for the upcoming year. Of course, the big match that everyone's waiting for is the Florida match at the Kohl Center. They're going to kick off conference play later against Northwestern at the Field House at the end of September. Then head to Minnesota. They'll close out the year with 4 road trips, ending at Ohio State.
The Ocean Navigator cruise ship is headed toward Green Bay on Lake Michigan this morning. The 290-foot ship has been making stops in Marquette and Houghton up in the UP. It's carrying 108 passengers. When they dock, they can head to museums, shops, restaurants, of course, Lambeau Field. Tourism leaders plan to track where the visitors come from, where they shop, and how much they spend to see how big of an economic impact the cruise ship has.
One of the largest manufacturers of baby products is warning consumers this morning about some of its rockers. The issue with the Fisher-Price infant to toddler and newborn to toddler rockers is that at least 13 children have died using them between 2009 and 2021. Fisher-Price says children should never be allowed to sleep in the rockers, and they should always be supervised.
And to close things out for us, it's going to be relatively quiet throughout our morning and for the rest of our early part of our afternoon. But as we get into the evening hours, that's when we're going to start to see things start to fire up for us here throughout much of Wisconsin, starting in from the north, central, and then stretching its way out into southern Wisconsin. Timing, once again, is going to be our late afternoon into our early tonight. So make sure that you have your severe weather plan ready to go, and you're also finding ways to beat the heat throughout the course of today. Aside from that, folks, it's going to be smooth sailing, especially as we head into our Father's Day weekend. So be sure to enjoy the weather after today, but stay weather aware. Thank you for joining us.